KOMU 8 Sports.
It has been such a rough week for the Missouri Tigers football team that it deserves a slightly new phrase. How about adding injury to insult? After an embarrassing home loss to Indiana, even worse news for Mizzou. Offensive lineman Anthony Gotti is already done for the year with a torn ACL, and now the team will be without one of its most productive receivers to start SEC play. At Media Day yesterday, Coach Gary Pinkel said Darius White is out for the South Carolina game, and he expects the wideout to miss a few weeks with the groin injury he suffered on Saturday. With him gone, that means more responsibility for Hehemann grad Wesley Leftwich, who will be making his first career start at receiver, and redshirt freshman Hehemann Moore. Pinkel says Matty Mock can't just rely on regular starters Bud Sasser and Jimmy Hunt.
I mean, bottom line is, they'll play a little bit more now. And, a lot of those guys, like Bud Sasser, it's hard to get him out of the game. But that's a lot of plays for him to play, 85 plays or whatever it was. So, we're gonna get some of the young guys in. I think they'll do a good job.
One of the biggest outside criticisms from the loss on Saturday has been the several bad snaps from center Evan Boehm. But the junior says he is harder on himself than anybody else is.
I beat myself up a lot for it, and going out and having snaps like I did. I think there's like 11 of them. That's not like me. That's not the character that I have, and so that's where I really just need to sit back and relax and find out what I'm doing and fix it.
Ask Missouri fans what they remember from the team's matchup with South Carolina last year, and I guarantee most will say the ding off of the north end zone goalpost. Andrew Baggett's missed field goal from 24 yards out ended the game with a chance to tie it in double OT, and the Tigers suffered their first loss of the year. Fans may remember that, but heading into this year's rematch on Saturday, Baggett says the kick is a distant memory.
You go out there for each kick, and I didn't walk out Saturday for the 40-yarder freaking out that it might be something like South Carolina. I walked out there saying, all right, let's make this.
Imagine you're heading into a work or school meeting, you've done all your normal preparation, are ready to get started, and then boom, things skip to the very end. That's kind of what it was like for the Kansas City Royals last night. KC was making up a game with Cleveland. They got suspended late on August 31st, so we go straight to the 10th inning. Royals already down 4-2 with the runner on second when Nori Aoki comes through with a single, and the deficit is cut to just one. In comes Gerard Dyson to pinch run. He gets a second after this pitch is in the dirt, but it wouldn't end up mattering because Omar Infante comes up to the plate and pops out to end the game. Royals lose the shortened, rescheduled contest 4-3, and that was game one for them last night. Game two, same teams, different series. Danny Duffy making his first start since injuring his shoulder on September 6th, and the offense gave him an early cushion. Eric Hosmer rips that one to right to score Aoki. 1-0 KC in the first. And that was all Duffy would need on the day. He gets out of a bases-loaded jam in the first, gets Jan Gomes a strikeout looking there, and then gets the flyout to end the inning. Duffy would go on to pitch 6 scoreless innings, and the Royals hold on for a huge 2-0 victory. And with that win, KC now just one game behind the Detroit Tigers for first place in the AL Central in the last week of the season. Boys in Blue are also 2 games up on the Seattle Mariners for the wild card spot. There are about infinite playoff scenarios in the next few days, but for now, the team will turn its attention back to the Cleveland Indians for another big, big game tonight. To the Cards now. When Adam Wainwright takes the mound, good things typically happen, and he was absolutely untouchable last night against the Chicago Cubs. Waino gives up just 3 hits, 0 runs, and whiffed 8 batters through 7 innings to earn his 20th win. He joins Clayton Kershaw as the only pitchers to hit that mark this season. And while he was doing that, the Cards start to score some runs. Johnny Peralta's hit trickles all the way to the wall for a double, 1-0 Redbirds. And then a little bit later, John Jay singles this time to left center field, and the Cards go on to throttle the Cubbies 8-0, and their playoff berth already clinched. However, division still up for grabs in the NL Central. Should be a lot of fun in the next coming weeks, especially in the next 6 days.
It was really fun watching last night. I was really excited. Not a lot of 20-win winners for a season, so it was fun that he got that.
Yeah. Waino joins some pretty elite company. A lot of people are predicting Kershaw to win the NL MVP.
No.
So you say no. We'll see what happens.
I say no, so it can't happen.
I'll say yes just to disagree with you.
You want Clayton Kershaw to win over Adam Wainwright?
I don't want it either
know what
way.
she's voting
I'm just
for.
trying to be disagreeable this morning.
Thanks
a lot.